Hello, I'm in the parking lot of Books A Million. I haven't been here in years, so I'm really curious to know the selection, the price, what's going on. I don't know. I might not buy anything. I might just look around, but try not to buy more than like 2 books. So, all right, let's go in.
So the mall does not open till 1?
Hello, Books A Million shoppers. We hope you're finding everything you're looking for and then some. If not, our associates are here to help. Let's begin.
Hello everybody, I'm back from Books A Million. Honestly, it's more affordable than Barnes. For that reason, I like it better. But Books A Million, their weakness is the fantasy section. I didn't find any fantasy books that I wanted in Books A Million. So for that reason, these are all romance. So yeah, I bought all authors I've read before because I did not want to take a risk today. So I was looking for Alaska, and then I walked past it. Then I went to the discount, the bargain section, and they had it for $3.97. So that kind of made the decision for me. So this book is the coming of age novel. It's basically just about a boarding school, and the main character Miles just like finding himself and developing his relationship with Alaska. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but I highly recommend that you read this book. It'll take you like a few days, at most 2 days. And I highly recommend that you watch Looking for Alaska, the show on Hulu. That's one of the shows I've just rewatched so many times. But this book is the reason why I'm writing my book that I am now. Like, I know this isn't like a super loved book. Like, some people have issue with it because it has adult themes, even though it's about kids in boarding school, but I don't really have a problem with it. But this is inspiration for the book I'm writing. So this is like a very important book to me, so I had to buy it. But yeah, if you're not sold on this, or I don't know, I highly recommend. I think you'll really like the TV show. The TV show is excellent. John Green approves of the show. Highly recommend the show. But yeah, this is a very important book for me. I read this like in middle school. So anyway, so the next book is book 2, also another thin book in the Addicted series, Ricochet. I don't know where my copy of Addicted is. It's somewhere, because I'm like living between states right now. So this is the second book in the series, and this is about a couple of friends that in the first book they kind of fake date to give their families the idea that they're stable, but they're actually enabling each other to continue their addictions. Lily is addicted to sex, and Lo is addicted to alcohol. He's an alcoholic. And yeah, the first book was 4 stars for me, so I really want to continue the series. So I'm so glad they had it in Books A Million. This was 17 bucks, which is kind of close to how much it'd be at Barnes, I think. Maybe a little less. And then I got The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This is the 3rd book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I skipped the first book because I didn't hear good things about it. Who knows, I might go back eventually. But I loved Terms and Conditions. I listened to that as an audiobook on the Libby app. If you don't have Libby, you should get a library card and download the Libby app because they have tons of books. But they don't have this one on Libby, so I'm buying this. Oh, but yeah, I really liked Terms and Conditions, so I'm gonna finish this and then start the other, what's the other billionaire series that is after this. Ending with, I think it's Love Unwritten, or so after I read this, I'll read the Lakefront Billionaire series with starting with Love Redesigned. So yeah, so these are all authors I like, and I already read this, so really hope I like these. But yeah, overall, I would kind of prefer Books A Million. I don't have a Barnes near me, but I wish I had a half-price books near me, but I don't. But yeah, I just don't want to buy books at full price. So everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a book from Book Outlet. A box from Book Outlet. I shopped at their Black Friday sale, so every book was $5.99, I believe. So let's get into it. It says, warning, may contain awesome books. I've never bought from them before, but $5.99, better than Barnes & Noble. That's for sure. And it has a nice pull tab. It tells you to pull here. I just got a paper cut, so I need to be careful. So, the first book is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Oh. So let's check for damage. There's like a little bit of folding at the bottom. And this book, like, it is long. I've heard that this is kind of drawn out, but like there's lots of space in the margins, so it's not even that many words. So, and it also has images and graphics on it. So this says $14.39. Oh, well, originally it was $17.99 and then it was $14.99. And then I got it for $5.99. So I highly recommend shopping Book Outlet. Okay, I can't get the sticker off. Yeah, it's not coming off. But this is I was like, what's the series called? The Lakefront Billionaires series. And the first book in that series. And it's about, I believe, Dahlia, the female main character, is an interior designer, and I think Julian, the main male character, is an architect or something. I could be wrong, but I don't want to know too much about the plot before I read it. But honestly, I've heard people like the second book more than this one. But either way, I think I will like this series. So I've heard good things, so hopefully I do like it. Yeah, this is the book. And the chapter has these like cute graphics. And this is what Dahlia's chapters look like. So yeah, this is pretty good quality. I wouldn't consider the folding at the bottom damaged. So next, we have Twisted Games. Now this was $17.99 and then it was $11.27 and then I bought it for $5.99 on Book Outlet. This is the second book. This is a royal bodyguard book. It follows a princess falling in love with her bodyguard. So there's a long story with this book. I checked it out from the library on the Libby app as an audiobook. Then I kept falling asleep while listening to it, and then I fell asleep so much that I ran out of time and my loan was up and I had to return it to the library. And like, audiobooks just take me forever. Like, they make books much longer for me to get through. I read way faster than I listen to books. So anyway, and then the audiobook on Libby was so popular I could not check it out. But then, gosh, that's such a long story. I saw Twisted Games pop up as audio again recently, a few weeks ago, so I checked it out again. But I don't know. So I probably shouldn't have got this because I think I can finish it as audio now, but I think it'll be faster to read it. So anyway, I bought this because I thought the audiobook would be checked out so much that I wouldn't be able to check it out again. But anyway, I'm on chapter 24. But it's pretty good. Like, honestly, I'm not blown away where I'm like in a rush to like finish this whole series. So this series is kind of on the back burner, but I'm not like in a rush to read the rest of these. These are all romance series now that I think about it. The last book from the box is, this was from Target. It's wretched, sorry, not wretched. And there's no damage. It's paperback. I don't like paperbacks because they get damaged so easily. And I'm reading the author's note. It's a dark contemporary romance. I'm reading the trigger warnings, and then I also see the playlist at the beginning. Natural Magic Dragons, Teeth by Five Sauce, Genius by LSD, Ruin My Life, Zara Larson, Fire on Fire, Sam Smith, I Don't Want to Live Forever, Zayn and Taylor Swift. No, interesting. And then the text is pretty big in this book, so this is going to be pretty quick to get through. In this version, this is inspired by The Wizard of Oz. So I haven't read the other books because they're so popular that I can't get them on Libby. So that's why I'm buying it. I'm gonna skip Hooked because I thought Hooked was gonna be about pirates, and when I learned it's not about pirates, I lost interest, so I'm not gonna read that one. But I heard this one is good, so I hope. I heard this one and Scarred are the best, so those are like my priorities. So while I was at the airport, I picked up fan fiction. I'm so proud. Well, I've heard of Kate Stayman in London because she wrote One to Watch, which I was interested in it. But I'm so glad I bought this because I'm heavily influenced by the internet and I haven't heard anyone ever talk about this book. I wonder when it came out. 2024, maybe this just came out. But yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself because I need to stop reading new books. Like, It's a bad habit that I have. But all of these are new. I mean, these are the least new. But anyway, I need to start reading new books. But I'm proud. Never heard anyone talk about this. I want to be individual and not be so influenced. So I don't know what this is about, but I don't want to read the back of it because I don't want. Sometimes the back of the book spoils way too much of the book, so I'm not gonna read it. I think I did glance at the back of the book. In the store. Or I always read a little bit of a book and sample it when I'm in the bookstore. Don't buy a book before you sample the writing first. So the first line says, mentions Columbia University, so I think I knew it had to do with college. The college setting has so many different opportunities for stories, and it's so, like, unused. TV, movie, and books, they're, like, all about high school, but nothing happens in high school. All the crazy stuff that actually happens in real life happens in college, and it's like there's so many stories that can be about college. But so let me know your favorite book set in college, because I'll basically read anything set in college. And then in the author's note, this is about someone who survived SA, so I think that would be an interesting perspective to read about. So yeah, all I know is it involves vampires and it takes place on a college campus. I love vampires. I love Vampire Diaries, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, my favorite series of vampire. I watch it all, so yeah. The next book that I got at the same time is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. Obviously I started reading it. I'm only on chapter 2. I only read chapter 1 because I'm like, I read 4 books at a time, so I was busy reading other books. But I just have some tabs that I'm gonna use later on in the book. But I really like the end pages. And here's what the book looks like. It has like indented Spark of the Everflame. Penn Cole. I know you can't see it, but this is a really nice hardcover, and I really like the end pages. But yeah, I'm a hardcover girl because paperbacks get damaged so easily. Some of my favorite books I have in paperback, and when the covers get bent, I get so upset. So upset. So hardcover all the way. So these are all the books that I've bought recently and then I highly recommend the Book Outlet Black Friday sale. And I see that all these are Bloom, so Book Outlet and Bloom, maybe they're like the same company in disguise or something. So now the TBR. So the TBR, okay, let me put them in order of how I will actually read them. So this is the order I'm gonna read them. I'm already read half of Twisted Games. I'm on chapter 24, 1 chapter Spark the Everflame. Fan fiction seems really interesting. Love Redesigned. I probably will wait on these two and I'll try to read finish the Dreamland Billionaire series first. I just have one more book and then try to read books that come before Wretched. So basically the TBR is going to include these. So I read many books at once. So I'm also reading Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto, and it's amazing. I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm going to talk about it in a wrap up, but it's about an orchestra and a romance between a cellist and a violinist. And I was in orchestra, didn't play strings, I played the flute, but I know the world, and I need to read more books about music because that's like my passion, and I love hearing about the technicality of music, and I love the detail that Julie Soto is putting into musician characters. And it seems like she's either researched or she really knows her stuff. So I'm really loving that. I hope that book doesn't let me down. It's really good. The other books that I have checked out from the library are A Psalm for the Wild, A Psalm for the Wild Built. This is a sci-fi book. I'm reading it because Mel Reeds really recommends it. All I know is that it's about a robot who asks humans, what do humans need? And like that's like the start of the book. I don't know, that could be wrong, that could not happen, but that's what I think, that's what I've heard the book is about. So I don't know anything, I don't want to know the plot, I just want to go into that not knowing anything. And I also checked out Luster by Raven Leilani. I've been wanting to read this book for so long, don't know anything about it, but all I know is it's a coming of age novel, and I hope I enjoy it. I don't know anything. And my library, I have 2 library cards now. California when I was there, and then now I have Maryland library card. So in Libby you can add extra library cards. So the more library cards you have, the more books you can put on hold, the more books you can check out. So you can check out 10 books, and you can put 10 books on hold on one library card, and then my second library card I can check out 10 books and put 10 on hold. So I have doubled the number of books that I can check out and put on hold. And the Maryland library has more books. So the Maryland library has the complete collection of the Vampire Academy. So I'm so glad about that. I read the first book in high school, and I know it's gonna be like really cheesy, but I still want to read it. The books are so short, so it's just great that the library has the whole collection in one. They're treating it like one book. So yeah, I'm so excited. That hold hasn't come in yet, but it will soon. So yeah, I read 4 books at once. It's a lot. I don't recommend it, but I can't stop doing it. So yeah. So that's the TBR. And what I'm gonna read. So anyway, this is a book haul. Thank you so much for watching this video. Honestly, I think I'll probably only read these 2, but anyway, I'm glad to have these books. I recommend Book Outlet Sale because Barnes is too expensive for me. I don't know about anybody else, but anyway. So thank you so much for watching. For Vlogmas, I posted I'm gonna post 12 videos in a row. So if you haven't watched Vlogmas 1 through 7, go back and watch those. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.